tackle from behind.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Splitting the House. My name's Jared Gertz of curlingzone.com. I've got Lorne Hamblin and Matt Bijl from the Cargill Curling Training Center. I got to get that right. They are part of the first Canadian event that's taking place now post-COVID. We've got Lorne, who's the manager of the Cargill Curling Training Center, and Matt Bijl, one of the top-ranked Manitoba skips who's competing this week. Welcome, guys.
Great to be with you. Thank you for having me.
So I'm just going to ask you guys to speak up a bit. We're standing back from the camera. Albert Bazinet, I hope I got that right, Albert, holding the camera. He's the chair of the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, and it's pretty exciting to see you guys back on the ice here with the first event.
Yeah.
So, Lorne, what do you think, what are some of the things that you've had to do, that you've had to think about that, post-COVID or during pandemic times that you've had to consider for the club and for managing an event?
This is the postponed spring curling event that we were supposed to run in March. And throughout May and June, we worked really hard with the Manitoba Junior Curling Tour, with Curling Canada, Curl Manitoba, put together the protocols so that we could get everyone back playing in the sport that we love. We operate under the Manitoba health guidelines, so strictly just like every province, they have their health guidelines. So it was very much a work in progress. But we appreciate all the help we got, and we're delighted to see all the teams here this weekend doing what they do best, but under the return to play guidelines.
So what are some of the things that are different for the teams, Matt? What does it feel like for you and your team, the other competitors in the event?
I mean, it's something to get used to because now we only have one sweeper. Can't sweep with the opposing rocks behind the tee line. So since we curl so competitively, it's something to get used to, that's for sure.
And so far, the round robin is complete for the men's teams. Playoffs are set up. You're doing fairly well so far this weekend as well.
Yeah, we finished 2-1, so we have our semifinal at about 5 this evening.
So, Lorne, when you think about the new format for the club, is there anything that I think clubs should be really thinking about going forward?
Absolutely. We have a long list, and for number one, we are a club that is inside the Morris multiplex, so we have to deal with the multiplex board to open, and so we opened on July 7th, by the way, and so we have the outside doors locked. We're restricted to 50 people on an inside gathering, so that allows us 50 in the ice shed, 50 in the waiting room, 50 upstairs. So our number one factor was safety of all the athletes. So we have them, I did all the registrations outside the building. They filled out the Curling Canada COVID form, the Curling Canada waiver forms, and then once I had all the paperwork in place, they came inside. They immediately disinfected. We have, I guess sanitize would be the better word. We have sanitization going in and out of the bathrooms. We assigned tables that were set up probably 12 feet apart. We had 11 teams this year for this event. And so we had 5 tables downstairs with their team names on them, and 5 tables upstairs, the team names. And for this event, we didn't open our canteen, we didn't open our bar, It was just to get this first event off. We allowed the coach and one extra spectator at this point.
So for you, Matt, on the ice, the rules are a little bit different. What does it feel like to be back competing again?
I mean, it feels good, especially since the Spiel in the spring got canceled kind of last minute. It feels good to be back finally after a little hiatus, but we know we're in good hands and that we don't really have anything to worry about. We're just going to go out there and curl and make sure we follow the guidelines and everything that was told to us, and it should be good.
I'd like to wish you best of luck the rest of the event. I believe semifinals are going tonight at 5 p.m. Central. And Lorne, best of luck with the club. I'm excited to see everything open up, and hopefully we don't hear much of anything out of Morris for a little bit, and everything runs smooth, lots of curling continues, and we have a successful season.
Yeah, we're very encouraged with this first event, with the cooperation from all athletes and coaches. We're actually running our fall MJCT event on September 11, 12, and 13. And of course, our big one, the DeKalb Super Spiel, is set for November 27 to the 30th. And we're getting very close to full entry, with a lot of interest with the Canadian team. So we know the MJCT September event is up in entry, so it's just exciting to have curling going again.
Yeah, it's certainly the case. I think there's a lot of interest in teams playing, and I think they're fighting to, keep opportunities available. So it's great to see what you've been able to build there and offer back to the curlers as well.
Yeah.
So anyways, thanks for the time, guys. Sorry, you were going to say?
I just said, and our goal for everybody involved is safety under this new environment.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm sure the curlers really appreciate it, and it's great to see that plan in action. So, again, I'd like to thank Lorne and Matt for joining us here from the Cargill Curling Training Center Spring Classic, played end of August here as the first event of the 2021 kind of curling season calendar. So, for now, that's everything I've got here. We're going to check out, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
Thank you.